Peace, blessings. Want to first, you know, tell everybody, as one of my students from Muckmud's grandparent says, he always uses happy, then he gives the day. So I'm gonna say happy Tuesday. I learned that from him. Today, what's quite interesting is I don't watch a lot of media. I do take in news time and time again, but I don't immerse myself in it. And I learned through the whole pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic, that mindset is everything. A lot of us have what is called limited minds. And a limited mindset versus an abundance mindset gives you um, no options or little next to a few options. And when you believe you have few options, it governs your behavior. You walk around in fear of loss, like you're going to lose something because you have a limited mindset. But if you really understand that this is a world, a country, a nation, a world full of unlimited options, you speak different, you talk different, you are not afraid to step out there and do what you know you've been born to do. Now, I mentioned this time and time again, and I mentioned this yesterday at our men's support group, that there was a hospice worker. And, hospice workers or hospice nurses, they sit with people who are dying. They sit with the elderly, people who are actually trying to become comfortable with the idea of their death. And she mentioned that the people that had a hard time dying were people who lived with regret, because the number one thing that they regretted was that they did not have the courage to live the life that they knew they could. How many of you are living in a limited kind of way? You go to work, you got a limited understanding of life, you get a paycheck, you might go to the club on Friday or Saturday, you might go out with family, but you haven't accomplished or attempted what you know is your burning desire. All of us have this burning desire. And the minute that we wake up, sometimes it vanishes. Other people burning desire and they go to work on it. The is regret that you did not step out that you wanted to live. And limitation is synonymous with fear. A lot of us are afraid. So during the pandemic, I didn't watch too much TV because it was all about loss. Jobs are being lost in America. People are losing this and losing that. And so in us was fear because we saw nothing but limitation. I took the opposite route. I said, wow, I work in education, but there are more kids available online now. Why don't I tap into that? Some people tapped into delivery for the elderly because the elderly couldn't get out. See, people that have an abundance mindset, they're always going to be the winner because there's no limitation for us. There's nothing but options. Now, people don't understand suicide, but they say 1 out of every 6 Americans. Salutations, brother Warren. Always good to hear from you, my brother. People who attempt suicide, they usually attempt because there's many reasons now. They haven't figured out what causes a person to take their life. But one of the reasons people take their lives is because they don't have any options. They've exhausted. They don't see a way out. The only way out is to get the hell out of this life because it's too much of a burden to stay in it. So some of us don't take our lives in suicide, but we live this kind of limited life, almost like we're dead. We're not alive. Life is unlimited. You know, some people think if I don't have the education, I can't do it. Or some think because I only have a certain education, I can't do it. Here's my philosophy. If it comes into your mind in a vision, it's doable. We make it too hard. If you have an idea, you don't have to carry out the idea by yourself. As soon as you get an idea, act on it. And then you have people, circumstances, and events. Now, maybe your idea needs an accountant and you're not an accountant. I'm telling you, an accountant would step in and help you make it happen. Maybe you're looking for somebody who is a construction person and a builder because you are trying to put together an idea that requires a building. I'm telling you, the person that does construction and blueprint will present itself. Some of us are too afraid to step out. We think we need to have everything lined up. No, you have to understand that's not the way the universe works. That's not the way the world works. Some of the most successful people are limited in their ability, but because they're not afraid to step out there and make things happen and direct their life, they are always successful. So there's no such thing as a way to success. Only successful people, they will get it all back tomorrow, because success is not a way. Success is who we are. Some of us are just born successful people. If we lost everything in the bank tomorrow, we will get it all back and then some. Do you know that most millionaires in America have filed bankruptcy at least once? So bankruptcy doesn't stop people from making money afterwards, buying buildings, getting property, owning real estate, and taking advantage. I know some of y'all don't like the capitalistic society, but we live in a capitalistic country. That if you don't have money, you don't eat. If you don't have money, you have no home. But why would you limit yourself to a home? Why not several? Why do you limit yourself to a 9-to-5? What about multiple streams of income? Some of you are afraid to step out because your relationship didn't work. But in truth, your relationship is just a sign of the limited belief that there's only one person and that one person has left you, so there's nobody else out there. No, the universe did not stop making people, did not stop creating beauty for the brother, didn't stop creating a handsome, strong, strapping brother for the sisters. The universe is filled with everything that you want and then some, including relationships, money, property, ideas that bring money, property, options. And I can tell, and I'm gonna close on this note, man, the way you walk, the way you talk, you can tell when somebody has an abundance mindset. Because you can't ask questions and get definite answers. You have to make your intention bold and state it and say what you want, even if you say it to yourself, and act on it. So doubt, indecisiveness, but the minute you're certain that you have confirmation, that you know what you know is 100% in your mind. It don't have to be in nobody else's mind. And remember, the people that doubt you, let them doubt you. Just don't hang out with them. Don't hang out with your naysayers and your doubters. Have a team of people that support you 100%, or have no team, but always an option. It's unlimited. Man, there's so much money in this country and in this world. It's printed every day. And so money is always available. It's your belief that money is limited that got you. I don't care if it's a job. You may have lost your job yesterday and laid off. I remember there was a writer that used to have a radio show, and people used to say, "Oh, I lost my job." He would say, "Congratulations, practice what you envisioned, and your job was in the way." A job is an acronym, JOB, for just over broke. Just over broke, paying bills. There's a difference between a job and a mission. A mission, nobody can fire you from. Your purpose, nobody can fire you from. So if you stay on mission and purpose, that will equals abundance in every way. Abundant health, abundant medical health, abundant mental health, abundant relationships, abundant joy, abundant strength, abundant opportunity, abundance of people receiving your services, nothing but abundance mindset in every single way. And the way you can tell somebody got it is the way that they expand and walk. So I leave you. There's a verse in the Quran. I don't know, the Quran is on my mind, that says that when somebody is bountiful, their breast is expanded, like they're always ready to receive it, that they are going to be successful. But when somebody is unsuccessful, their breast becomes restricted, as though they are pointing limited downward. So you can tell somebody who believes in their success, they take up room on this planet. They know is there, and they are not going to think limited. They notice nothing but expansion. They don't talk limited. They don't think limited. They don't walk limited. They don't live limited. Nothing but abundance, abundance, abundance. Have an abundance mindset. I'm out.